Alright, so this is going to be the last video for tonight. I just thought I'd show you how I'm going to be moving some of the games over. So what I've done is I've go ahead and open up a program called filezilla. And filezilla allows me to move files over my local network, so I can move them from my desktop to the Raspberry Pi without having to unplug the Raspberry Pi a bunch. And what I've also found out from the video that I've been watching is that there's a certain naming scheme that all the files need in order to work properly with this version of bare bones retropie. So the basic naming scheme is like this one here for duck hunt, where it says duck space hunt space parentheses world close parentheses zip. And you see that same naming scheme followed for like Freedom Force USA and Gotcha Dash the Sport USA. And so you have to use that exact naming scheme. So I had downloaded different versions of Duck Hunt and different versions of all these different things. And so now I've kind of found ones that are the best versions, and I can transfer these over to the Raspberry Pi. And then if you look over here, this, of course, is the Pi itself. So I'm under Home, Pi, RetroPie, ROMs, NES. And then the other thing that they told me that they have on here now is if you go up to Config File and RetroPie, you can actually look under your config files. So you can go down to NES. And then under here where it says emulator config and retro, so I can look at these files apparently, and they will give me the list of games. And so as long as the naming scheme matches the two, then that game should work pretty easily. That's the idea. So I'll be able to start transferring files over that way. And then I also fired up Putty, and Putty allows me to do command line commands if I need to enter any kind of update commands or anything like that. So I have these up, and I'll probably just leave them up for now so I don't have to keep putting in the IP address. And, we'll try to transfer games over that way and try to test it all without having to unplug everything so much. All right, that's pretty much it. I got to get to bed soon. I got to be at that new job at 11 a.m. tomorrow to do all the paperwork.